S-U-N, and not get sued by his family.
Clever. But who's going to be in the Jackson 5?
His son, people from California? Because it's the Sunshine State?
Maybe. The funny thing is that we won't know until what happens with his application until February 22nd. That's when the hearing is scheduled for in Los Angeles.
He has to have a hearing?
Yeah, in California, you need a hearing why you should change your name.
I think really Jermaine Jackson did it in order to break from his crazy family and to show his own individual brand of crazy.
Right. He's actually on tour right now with Tito and Marlon and Jackie promoting his book called King of Pop.
He's got a King of Pop book, isn't his brother the one?
Yeah, well, it's called You Are Not Alone, his King of Pop book.
Okay, that's a Michael Jackson song. It's basically in reference to Michael Jackson. People are going to want to buy the book, and interesting because they're like, oh, I wonder what he wrote about his brother. So he's basically milking his brother's death and the whole thing to make money. I'd change my name too.
I think I'm sure the family endorsed it before he went ahead with the book. But he has a right to make a living too and tell his story.
Why can't he just say Jermaine Jackson, my side of things?
No one cares about his story.
Right. So he had to use his brother to sell a book.
It's the news!
Interesting video that I have actually enjoyed watching very much from Daily Grace. Grace teaches us how to be a classy drunk.
It should be no surprise to you guys that I like the alcoholic beverage on special occasions. And it just so happens, I think life is super special all the time.
There was definitely some things that made me laugh a lot, and things that I've done. First of all, don't talk really loud or talk really quiet. And I think that's all the time. Either a drunk person is way too loud, or they do that thing that creeps me out amazingly, which is they whisper to you and they go, "Hi, how are you?"
Don't tell anybody, but I've had a few cocktails.
Really? Is that why you're whispering?
Yeah, no, it's great. You have to check it out. We'll post it on our Facebook page.
Am I drunk? I don't know. I'm not. So there might be occasions that you find yourself drunker than you wanted to be, so you have to find a way to be classy / seemingly sober.
Since he won the election, I'm sure he'll be doing more of these, but in the summer, Joe Biden recorded a cameo appearance on Park and Rec, which is coming up soon.
There's a real thing, and I don't know if you followed the campaign, Nick, but Joe Biden ate a lot of ice cream in the last few months, and there is a Tumblr blog, and I will post the link in the comments, of Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden eats ice cream.tumblr.com. It's
I've got to look at that.
Fucking hilarious. You might get lost in the labyrinth in a Joe Biden K-hole.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Am I drunk? I don't know.
It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel
Well, that's all the time we have for today's Pants Free podcast. Please ask any questions you'd like because we like to answer your questions. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, mfpod.com. All the links are there. For now, I am Bologna's Francine Marconi for Nick J. Miles saying...
The answers to this week's questions are yes, no, yes, and Wednesday.
Buongiorno!
Marconi, Marconi,
the Marconi feed. Bing!